Where?
You're live.
I'm live.
Yep.
Phone you give out on me. Okay, it's not talking. Saying finish.
Home screen 620 all you messages.
I'm alive.
Yep.
5:47 sister hours.
Can you guess who's on?
Slow chat message.
You?
Besides me.
Hours. You will then move slow with a hunchback with dark hair, two covered with grateful days. 27 p.m.
Huh?
Besides
Options
me.
forward. Sister
You.
home screen.
No, besides me, there's someone else on.
Restart.
Me?
No.
Yeah.
Father, there's someone on. Can you guess who?
You?
No.
Right now?
No.
My daughter?
Father, I'm being serious.
Me?
No, there's two other people on.
Okay. Who?
Guess. Take a good guess.
See if my phone went deaf on me on silent again.
I'll read you the comment. And if you can guess who it is, give you $5.
She can't. You don't got $5 to give me.
You don't know that.
Shit, I only got $5 to give away.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
North Hollywood tapping in. What's up, DJ?
Oh, what's up, Roger? See, I guess. Was it right?
No. Yeah, you were. Ben A says, Def, play some music.
What's up, Ben? Yeah, I was thinking, you know what? Last weekend, I went on play music Saturday, Sunday. I mean, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Friday, I got hit hard with flags. And I think they deleted that, the mix I played on Friday. And then Saturday, I went back on, played another mix. And pretty much the same music as I did on Friday. Actually, more R&B. And I got hit with flags, and they deleted Saturdays. So I went on Sunday. I played oldies, pretty much the mainstream oldies. And after my hour and a half, I was getting hit. They were flagging every other song. So
Raj says, that's right, my boy. Keep good looking out.
So what I'm thinking of doing is for the next month, the next month, is playing songs that I know I played before in the past, and getting YouTube off my back for a little bit, and playing songs that I know I never got flagged for. But then again, I'm thinking of playing either like some. I haven't played a lot of Zapper. I haven't really played hardly no funk. When I played funk that one time, I didn't get flagged for none of those songs. But the funk I was playing all were all the underground funks. And but I was thinking honestly of playing some funk, and then oldie Saturday and funk tomorrow night, or not even really funk. Well, yeah, it's considered funk, but like some Zapp and Roger. But a lot of Zapp and Roger songs are famous, so I don't know if I get flagged for those or not. And I want to get YouTube off my back for a little bit, because I know last time YouTube gave me a strike, so I went on a while playing. I was on a 90-day probation period, so I went on a while of playing songs that I played in the past I didn't get flagged for. And they've been off my back for a good minute. And then last weekend, they were flagging me a lot. I got flagged a lot. You know, all of a sudden I started getting flagged again. So I'm debating like what music I should play. If I just go back and play mixes that I've done in the past that I didn't get flagged for, music I've done in the past. I know Zapp and Roger, I haven't played too much of their songs besides I think Grapevine, More Balance. I forgot the name of the song, Slow Jam, as well as Superman, and I forgot the name of the song. But some of the songs that a lot of people haven't heard, two of them was Superman and I forgot the name of the song. I can sing it to you guys, but I don't want you guys to click off because I'm singing.
The dogs are still barking.
The dogs start harmonizing with me because that's how good I sing. So
Ben A says, yeah, remember, please tell DJ to consider Twitch as a streaming platform. They won't get they won't be on his back like YouTube.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of Twitch, so okay, how would I download Twitch? Because I don't want to lose. Everybody gets on YouTube and they chat. They have a good conversation, and bullshit, and laugh on my chats, and but I do want to do Twitch for I can play music comfortably and don't have to worry about it. I know they were talking about TikTok, the same thing too, but TikTok is more of a phone app. So on Twitch, can I get on a laptop? Because I know with TikTok, you know, my ladies, she's my lady too. My daughter works graveyard, and my kids, are in school and stuff. So, they usually put me on the laptop and kick me off when I'm ready to get off. And with TikTok, they're gonna have to hold the phone or place the phone, but I need 1,000 followers to get on TikTok live.
None of us we get a stand for the fun.
Yeah, but can't even afford a stand. So how would I get Twitch, and can you guys chat and stuff on there too? Because somebody else told me about Twitch too. And that's something that I really. And is it for? Can I get on my laptop like I do on YouTube with Twitch?
Again?
Oh, watch I do this. Watch. Hey, so earlier, right? I got on and I put one of these. My daughter was saying bullshit, right? And just from the blues, I just hit. Hey, she screamed hella loud. That scared the shit out of her.
Not true.
See, I was thinking of playing some Zapp. I think tomorrow I'm gonna play Zapp and Roger, and then Saturday I want to play some. Sick. So I think what I'm gonna do Saturday, I played this folder. While I played it actually a couple times. The second time I played it was about 7-8 months ago, and I played it by request. I never got to finish this folder because what I want to do is get all the oldies that are back-to-back oldies. Like for example, Mary Wells, "You Beat Me to the Punch." Then Gene Chandler made another song responding to Mary Wells. "You Threw a Lucky Punch." "Daddy's Home," "1,000 Miles Away." I want to get all the oldies that were back to back for like today's music. You know how they respond to the other ones, but there's so many oldies that respond to each other. Unless my kids can find the response online, which a lot of the response ain't online, ain't on YouTube or was Pandora, some of the other ones. Spotify. I have to go through my music now. On my USBs, I got about 3,000 oldies downloaded on my USBs. Okay. And to be honest with you, that's only maybe 3% of my oldies. I got over 30,000 oldies, but they're from records to cassettes to CDs. And to get it all uploaded on my USB takes some time. So there's some songs that I want to find and put on my USBs. But to find those songs and organize a certain folder, it's gonna take a long minute to do that. And then there's a lot of songs that I need to record from my records onto a CD and then upload it to the laptop and onto the USB. So it's gonna take some time. But I mean, honestly, if I had my eyesight, I can do it easy. It'd be nothing but time. But being that, well, anyways, I think Saturday I'm gonna play that folder. It's not done. It's not even close to being done. Not even 90% of the songs that are on there. But you know what? I'll scan through it right now because I have it ready. But
Roger said, "Why are the Green Bay Packers losing and do Dallas Cowboys winning? That don't seem fair to me, my boy." LOL, just playing around.
Hey, this Saturday should be a good game. Do I think Dak is at 100% yet? Physically, maybe. Mentally, no. But Aaron Rodgers has not had good luck, and I'm hoping that stays that way for this Sunday. And I'm hoping Cowboys get another win. Yeah, Cowboys NFC East finally came back, and they're holding true to their names. They haven't been in it for a long time, but this year, hey, we're top of the league right now, NFC East.
Ben A put Streamlabs is a computer app where you can stream.
Cool. Yeah, so send me the if you could send a link or even send me a link on my phone. My phone number is in the description or 209-496-7571.
It's on the banner behind you too.
Oh yeah, it's back here too. And this way I can have my wife while my wife works graveyard. She comes home and crashes out in the morning. This way I can have one of my kids, Raina, maybe can download it and make me an account. This way I can get on Twitch and I can play any kind of music. I was thinking of playing some country just to fuck with YouTube. But to be honest with you, I haven't got no requests for like classic rock, country, Jamaican music. There's a lot of music I haven't got any requests for at all. So I'm keeping with the music, certain Spanish music. I got requests for oldies all the time, old school freestyle. So I'm keeping to what I've been requested for: 90s, 80s, early 2000 hip hop rap. So I'm just gonna keep with what keeps everybody coming on. And you know what? Everybody gets on my chat with me. I call them my YouTube family. I think it's hella cool. Then they go back and read me all my comments and stuff after I get off.
Ben A said okay, I will be too.
Yeah. If you can send me the link, and then I go back and they read me all my comments and stuff. And honestly, I enjoy all you guys more than you guys have any clue. I appreciate it so much. But the crazy thing with YouTube is that for me, it's more therapy, because I can't go outside and enjoy the view. I know before my accident. Okay, so the morning of my accident, when I got hit by the drunk driver, the run that I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was six stops, but it was like a 5-6 hour day, and I was doing one of my favorite runs where I go over the bridge going into San Francisco, and just on the diesel looking into the ocean. I used to love that route. I loved it, and but that day I was gonna make. It was almost a $500 day for like 5-6 hours. Then I was come home, surprise my kids, and so where's my phone? Oh, my phone's in my pocket. So since then, I haven't. I started YouTube because now this season I haven't gone to my grandkids' games. Haven't been able to afford to get in, and so much more. But the main thing, I go to my doctor's appointments and certain things that I have to get done. But so YouTube is like my kind of like my getaway. I get on, I bullshit with everybody, I play music, I'll DJ, I play music. Being our cars are broken down. And you know what, I want to speak about that right now. But before I get there, but YouTube's been my getaway. I'll get on YouTube and I'll go live and I'll bullshit with everybody. But most of the time I go live and I talk about my story or talk about other DUI things that's happened in the past, other people's stories. I have people get on and talk about their stories. But all right, but it's been my platform pretty much for like therapy for myself. But I come practice, all day long, anytime I want. But so for me, YouTube is like my getaway. And if you guys are able to chat in the Twitch, I was gonna say tweaker. On I was gonna say tweaker again on Twitch. I'm down to switch over and get on Twitch. Or you know what? I got 2 laptops. I got an old one that's half broken, and then I got this one that the speaker is like real sensitive. And this one I got through my brother. Well, he's like my brother, one of my best friends. He's been there for me through thick and thin and more. And he's the one who got me this laptop that I'm on right now. And so maybe I can do both. When YouTube blacks out the song, mutes out the song, I'm still on Twitch. But if I keep that song running too much, I'll get a strike on YouTube. So I got to be careful and what I do on YouTube. But for the most part, okay. So speaking of my car, or I should say my wife's car, I'm not too good of a driver anymore. But speaking of the car, so back in March, something like that, We had a car. It was my wife, my kids were in the car. It was already nighttime. They were turning into Target, and they got hit and run. Car ran a red light. They were turning into Target, and they got hit in the car. So unfortunately, they had to total the car out. It was a good car. It was an Equinox, and so we had no car. So when we got paid out for the car because we had Gap on it, full coverage insurance. So when they paid us out, we were going to go back to the dealership that we got the Equinox from. But the only reason why we didn't is because of this. So after a month of having the Equinox, the front seat broke. So it wouldn't move up or backwards, up or frontwards or back. So we took since we had a warranty on it, we took it into the dealership. I'm not going to say their name out of respect, or I might, but no, I'm not. The other one I am when I get there. So we took it in, and the service guy said, he looked at the chair. He goes, you know what? I checked the wires. I checked the fuses. On this chair, there's 3 different motors that runs the chair. He goes, and the part itself is almost $300. And then the labor, you're looking at about $500 to fix your chair. We were like, man, we don't got the money. We don't got $500. I thought it was under warranty, being that we haven't even had it for a month. So we literally went about 2-3 months with everybody sitting in the back seat, except for the driver. And nobody, and me being one leg, my knee don't bend all the way. And it was hard for me to get in and out of the back seat. So anyways, my son, at the time, he was only 16. Well, he's 17 now, but he got on YouTube because, you know what? I want to look at something. He looked at it, and he looked at the wires. Everything was good. And he was, I want to look on YouTube. So he looked on YouTube, looked it up. It gave the name of the part, and it showed him how to switch out the part. He goes, that's super easy. All you do is take out the 2 screws, which I do that. It's basic. So we called around for the part. Amazon had it for like $20. AutoZone and Craigan's, they said that they can only get an aftermarket. That was like $30-something. And it was just for the driver's side. They didn't have the passenger side. So I called the dealership. Dealership had it for, I want to say $53, I think it was. And so we went to go pick it up. And we were telling the guy at the dealership what the service guy said where we originally got the car from. He kind of laughed. He goes, you know what? This part right here on the Equinox, it goes out. That's one bad thing about the Equinox is this part goes out every couple of years. Every 2 to 5 years it goes out. So we'll see you again to replace it. So we were in the parking lot. My son switched it out. I shit you not. So my son timed himself, okay? I shit you not. It took him 47 seconds to switch out the part. All you had to do is take out the 2 little bolts, the screws, unplug it, put the other one in, plug it, screw it back on. 47 seconds, $53. When the service part said it was the motor, it had 3 different motors. The motor cost $250 plus labor. We're looking at $500 to switch it out. While the guy at the GMC dealership, he kind of laughed. He goes, honestly, what it sounds like is that they were trying to come up on you guys. It don't cost no $500 to switch it out. They were just trying to come up, trying to bullshit with you guys. So that's the only reason why we didn't go back to that same dealership to get another car. We got paid out for the Equinox. So we found this one spot. My lady was looking online, and she found this. The price range was good. We had the money because we got paid out through our insurance and the Gap. So she's seen this one. It was just got to the lot. It was a 2007 GMC Yukon Denali. And it was 4-wheel drive, it had the sunroof, it was, all powered. It was nice and all blacked out. It was all blacked out from the windows to the paint job, which honestly on a car, black is a hard to keep clean. So anyways, so when we got the car, of course, we had the fat down payment because we got paid out on the Equinox. And we got the extended warranty. Now, we got it at Integrity's Auto Sales off of Floyd or Florence in Sacramento. Now, they were cool, of course, being a salesman. And we were talking to the super manager there, doing all the numbers and all that good stuff. Well, we got the extended warranty on it, the Powertrain Plus, and it covers from bumper to bumper within 26,000 miles or 24 months, which we only had it, which it was a joke because my lady was like, yeah, 420. We got it on April 20th. And we only driven it maybe 9,000 miles. So just recently it shut off. It went out on us. But there was a recall on the Denali anyways, on the airbags. So we had it towed to GMC, and we stay in Modesto, so we obviously can't take it to Sacramento. And so when they were looking at it, the tow truck driver said that the bottom is full of oil. It's a fire hazard, how much oil is on the bottom. So we had them check to see, most likely something simple like the bolt or the filter's loose or the the gasket on the pan. No, he calls us back, and okay, so extended warranty covers all the gaskets, all the seals, anything wrong with the engine internally, transmission. It covers everything. We got the extended warranty for a reason. So all this week, I've been on the phone. The supervisor at Integrity hasn't contacted me back. Well, last week when it happened, I called him. He's the person to get a hold of before this happened. He goes, no, your warranty should cover all that. So the one that's handling it from GMC, Alfred Matthews here in Modesto, he calls me back. He goes, okay, this is what's wrong. 2 valve gaskets are leaking. You're leaking from the intake gasket. Of course, the oil pan seal. There's like 7 different gaskets and seals, big ones, and big job that's leaking. And he said they're leaking pretty bad. And then the one thing which I knew they didn't cover is the heater hose. Now, for them to fix the heater hose, and everybody knows how to work on cars, the heater hose is easy. It goes, from your radiator to the water pump. It's just 2 clamps, boom, switch it out. That's it. Now, call AutoZone. AutoZone wants $48.59 out the door. Okay, cool. But of course, still in the shop. They haven't finished the recall on it yet. So they called the warranty place, and the warranty said, we don't cover it. They denied they denied it. So I was like, oh, hell no. So that's when I got a hold of Jose at Integrity Auto Sales in Sacramento. There's two dealerships, Integrity, out in Sacramento. One, I forgot what street, and the one we went to is off Florence, South Sacramento. So he was there. He goes, no, the extended warranty should cover all that. That's all covered. I go, well, then they're saying that they're not going to cover it. So ever since then, he hasn't called me back. I've been trying to get a hold of him all week. So I called the dealership back and I said, it should be covered. So they gave me the number to get a hold of the warranty place. And he goes, well, if you guys pay for it and they see that it's something internally that causes the leak, then we'll cover it. But if it's because of wear and tear, we don't cover it. I told him, but on my contract, it says it's covered no matter what. We're within the warranty. So I'm been trying to get a hold of Jose for he can clear it up. If not, we're going to have to get a lawyer and go after them or switch us cars, straight across. But Jose won't call us back. And some other guy called us back today. And he goes, well, we only have 30-day warranties. I go, no, we got the extended warranty. It was under 26,000 miles or under 24 months. And we only had it for 7 months, going on to 7 months. And we only driven it like 10,000 miles. So we're way within our warranty. Well, I don't know. You're going to have to get a hold of your sales manager rep. I go, I've been trying to get a hold of him, but he doesn't call me back all of a sudden. So, yeah, as of right now, we got no car. And it sucks. It sucks, So I just want to, put that out there to whoever's listening. And I don't know where my daughter's at because usually she's reading me the comments right now when I go live.
Well, I don't want to cut you off.
Oh, there you are. Anybody comment?
Let me see.
Yeah, so right now we're going through all that with the dealership and the warranty place, and but in the same time, there was cosmetic stuff that was wrong with it, and we've been trying to get them to fix it, and they haven't fixed the little cosmetic, little stuff. You got like tighten up the handle on the passenger side, um, a couple other things, minor stuff that's just nothing major, and it just sucks because now they're trying to get out of it, and my wife working three different jobs, trying to stay afloat, and so we really don't have the time to go consult with the lawyer, let alone the money. But at this point, I'm tired of being taken care of because this stuff that I could have fixed before my accident, and unfortunately, I can't do that no more. Go ahead, baby.
What?
You gonna read me comments?
The same comments are you reading?
Oh, same comments.
Yeah.
Anybody still on?
There's 8 people on.
Oh, 8 people on. Yeah. So, uh, that's what we're dealing with right now. And then we got the holidays coming up, and my wife and two of my daughters just started a new job, working graveyard at Amazon. So being, is just, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. I mean, everybody struggles, regardless, everybody struggles. But, before my accident, I had a good job. I had a good paying job. And so before my accident, there's one job I quit because they're trying to say that I couldn't go to my grandkids' game. And that was one thing I made sure my kids, my grandkids, my lady, uh, they came first. I could always find another job. All my jobs respected that. Now, there's one job, there's one manager that took over. He only had, I want to say, a year experience of driving diesels. Then it made him manager with no experience. So he thought he can get one over on me that I had to listen. So I don't know how much, you guys know like the work laws and all that, but I know a lot about that because I kept up on it. I still do. So there's one certain person that has a big case, but don't want to take the time to get a lawyer. But anyways, he trying to come in at the last minute. So I was working graveyard, and right after work, I go up pick up my grandkids, and but he comes in. I was already logged out. He comes in right, and he started yelling at everybody, "Go back, get your keys, and you have to work overtime. For one, they can't mandatory you to work overtime without 24-hour notice. That's a law. That's a state and federal law. And in trucking, there's other laws, loopholes and stuff for paying overtime. But this company I was working was pure local. For example, there's one job that I was at, and I wound up quitting this job because he denied me my vacation time. I was there for 3 years, never took vacation. He didn't pay overtime, but which that's the loophole in truck driving. So if you hook up to a trailer and move that trailer, even if it's from one side to another side in the yard, you don't even have to hit the street. As long as you hook up to it and you move that trailer, as an out-of-state trailer, they don't have to pay you overtime for 3 months. So that's what he used to do. He used to have all the drivers, even would just move it from one side of the yard to the other side of the yard. He doesn't have to pay you overtime. So he paid you straight time. But I want to believe him because, we were in a process, during this time we were on well, anyways, there's a landlord that we were at. They didn't want to fix the mold. The mold was inside the walls. And my daughter has real bad asthma. And so that's why we wanted to move it out. But, we didn't have money for a deposit. At that time, it was deposit, first month's, last month's. Now they can only charge you last month's, first month's, or first month's plus deposit. But, landlords, there's a loophole to that because now what they're doing is they charge you first month and deposit. But on the deposit, they double it. So you're basically paying first month's, last month, and deposit. But they can only charge you for first month and deposit. But they're doubling the deposit. And they can make the deposit any price. So that's a loophole. So anyways, so there's one job, TK. I was driving for outside company for Tesla, and I remember I got in a big argument with him, and he got scared. He got scared because I was heated. I told him straight. Obviously, he didn't know his laws because he's trying to mandatory the last minute, trying to come in and demand that we all work overtime. And that was funny too because there was one guy. He was a big dude. He was in the service. This cat, they're about the same height. I want to say he was 6'5", 6'6". So they're about the same height. The manager dude, he was a little bit taller, like an inch. So he was about 6'6", 6'7". While he walks up to, I'll say his first name. I won't say his last name. I'm not one to say names unless I give permission. But his first name was Larry. He was in the service, and at this time he was already. I was about 6 years ago. He was already in his mid 30s, late 30s maybe, and he got in his face and he was yelling at him to get the keys, and he has to work overtime. And I remember I was there before he approached me, and he looks at him, he kind of laughs, gives that little half smile, and goes, "Boy, I took orders from real men." He goes, "I suggest you put your tail back between your leg, go hide behind a trailer before I knock your ass out." And he got scared, so he tried coming up to me, and on the spot. Okay, so this manager, when he became a manager, I never seen him because he worked morning shift, mornings and days. And I would pass when he was coming in, I was going out. So that's the only time I seen him. He never said hi to nobody. He never talked to nobody. And there was one time, I was passing him up. We were right crossing each other. So I was like, "Good morning." And he just kind of looked at me up and down, kept walking. All right, cool. He got a bad day. Next time, about a week later, we were crossing path again. So gave him the benefit of the doubt. "Good morning." Didn't say shit to me. All right, fuck him. At this point, I was like, "Fuck him. I'm not talking to him no more." And he was already manager at this time. And the next time I talked to him, he was trying to order me to go back inside, clock back in, and had to work overtime, or he was gonna fire me. Bullshit. You can't do that. To work overtime, you have to work voluntary overtime, or they have to give you 24-hour notice to have you work overtime. And so I went off on him. So because of that, I wind up switching myself. The other manager there, he's like, "Man, just calm down. It's all good." I was, what? Fuck that. Fuck. His name is Chris. Chris something. I forgot his last name. I would say I don't give a fuck about him. So, anyways, I wound up switching over because I was working at Livermore. So I wound up switching yards to Lathrop. Now that yard was running sweet. It ran good. There was no problem with that yard until that dude Chris decided to go dip his little fingers in that yard, and he messed everything up. So there was one time we were there, right? Towards my last time before I switched to the last job I was at. And he decides to show up. And that's when he tried to deny me going to my grandkids' game. I told him to fuck off. But he knew that. I say that from the jump. When I get hired at a spot, I tell whoever interviewing me, I tell them on the spot, "Look, when it comes down to my grandkids, I don't care if it's a game, a doctor's appointment, my kids, they go to nationals, they go, when it comes down to my kids, my grandkids, rather it's the last minute or if I have time to give you notice, I'm going to go regardless of what you say. If I have to quit or if I have to get fired, so be it." So, anyways, give you a little bit more character. Well, not character. I don't know how to say it about this dude, Chris. He would come up. He's the big dude. He would come to Lathrop, and he would bring two ladies with him. One lady was a supervisor in one of the other warehouses. She was a little tiny lady. The other lady was cool. She was a cool ass person. I knew the other lady. She was a dispatcher, a cool ass person. But they would have to do his labor work. As he walked around with his nose up in the air, he made the two girls move all the boxes, move everything. And we felt bad for him. And me, I never kept my mouth shut. I would talk shit to him on the spot. And he knew I didn't like him. He knew I was backing down from him. So he wouldn't say nothing to me. And but he would make these two girls do his labor work as he sat there, drink his coffee, all preppy and shit. So the dispatcher slash supervisor at the Latham warehouse at the time, man, she was I still talk to her to this day. Cool ass lady. Out of the 3 years that yard was open at the time, she never called in sick. Never ever called in sick. Like me, I never called in sick when I was working. Even when I was sick, I still went to work. She never called in sick. But her son, she had to take her son to emergency. Her husband was already at work. She woke up. I guess her son had a real high temperature. So she had no choice but to call in sick that day. The first time she ever called in sick. Okay. Now, she called in sick. So us as truck drivers, we had no dispatcher. And we tried contacting that little bitch, Chris. And he wasn't answering his phone. We talked to the guys in the warehouse. They're like, "What's going on? Like, we got no dispatcher." She called in sick, but she had no choice but to call in sick. So there's nothing being moved out of the warehouse. So that dude Chris comes, and all the truck drivers are on the yard by the diesels, and nobody liked him. Nobody liked talking to him. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, Chris, come here. Let's tell you what's going on. He completely ignored us. So another one, the guy goes, you know what? Fuck him. Hey, Chris, can we talk to you for a minute? Completely ignored us. Just walked right by with his nose up in the air. Big ass, fat, long nose too at that. And yeah, I think he was. I think he liked getting wired because you could tell his little rawness inside his nose when he. Yeah. Anyways, so fuck it. Let him do what he's gonna do. All of a sudden, one of the guys from the warehouse opens the dog door. He goes, "Hey, I'll go on strike with you guys. I got you guys' back." And we started laughing. We thought he was joking. Well, next thing you know, some of the big dogs came from out of state. They had to fly. They caught their own private jets. They got permission to land in Stockton. I think here in Modesto. I forgot where. One of these airports, small airports. And they come up to us. They're like, and then we seen the diesels from Livermore coming in, and they're like, "Hey, you guys going on strike?" We're like, "No, we ain't going on strike. Such and such called in sick. We got no dispatchers, so we don't know where it goes. What goes? We have no clue." They're like, "Oh, well, there's rumor. That's why we're coming over here because we have to, get the stuff going." Man, fuck him. So, anyways, the big dog came. They're like, hey, fellas, what's going on? There's a reason why you guys going on strike. And I'm the one who stepped up. I go, strike? Ain't nobody going on strike. Such and such called in sick. We got no dispatcher. Oh, well, Chris says that you guys going on strike and you guys are refusing to take loads. And I told this dude, he's one of the big dogs, one of the main dudes up there. And you know what? Fuck Chris. I told him just like that. I go, fuck Chris. And you're going to back him up, then you know what? I'm sorry, but fuck you too. Chris, we tried talking to Chris, and I had all the truck drivers with me, and they all agreed with me. They said, yeah, we tried talking to him, and he wouldn't talk to us. If you would have came to us and talked to us like a fucking man, he would have known we got no dispatcher. We don't know where it's going to go where. Yeah, we have nobody to tell us, what load goes where. So that's why nobody refused the load. We just have no dispatcher. And the guy goes, I'm going to have to talk to Chris because he's immediately got on the phone, called us, and said that you guys refuse to take loads and you guys are going on strike. So, and remind you, I want to say a good 7 people came from Arizona, Colorado, Oregon, Kansas City, and I want to say Utah, Idaho, some shit like that. And one of them was on vacation in Nevada, but they all had to fly down. All because this dude Chris didn't want to talk to us like a man. he decided to be a little bitch, a little coward, and right away assumed that we were going on strike, we were refusing to load, which was never the case. But like I told him, we tried talking to him. So after that incident, um, what I did, I talked to the this lady, and I go, look, luckily, I had just called where I was working at, which me and him became like brothers, honestly. So I called him. I go, look, are you hiring? Because I'm ready to leave this place. He goes, you know what's funny? He goes, I just had a driver move, and I do got an open truck now. He goes, when can you start? I told him, I can start tomorrow. He goes, okay, cool. So I told him what I was gonna do. Okay. If you could do me this favor and not call where I'm at now, because I told him what happened. He goes, honestly, I'm not even tripping off that. He goes, I don't do that anyways. I don't call and check up on nobody. I go off the way they work for me. You can be a shitty worker somewhere else and come work for me and like the job. That's the thing about big companies. You're just a number. So what I did was, and they were changing everybody's hours. So my hours, luckily, was the same hours. But there's another, me and him became good friends. They moved him to graveyard, and he wanted to stay on my hours. So I put in a shift change that I wanted to go to graveyard, but I wanted shift change with him. Since we came on an agreement, they had to approve it, right? Or she had to approve it. So she approved it, but she already knew what was going on. So at that time, I took my vacation, I took my sick pay, I took my all my pay. But during this time I was getting paid through that company, I was already working with this other company, which he already knew. The lady knew there. And I put on there, I go, now I'm going to do no call, no shows. But let them know that my last day, let them know that I came in, I quit, and I quit because of Chris. So that's the reason why I left Livermore, was because of that dude, Chris. So he goes, okay, I got you. I'm going to put it, I know exactly what to say to make him look bad. All right, cool. So during this time, right, I was getting phone calls. Hey, did you hear what happened to Chris? Nah, this girl, one of the girls that he had working with her, this little tiny girl, doing all his labor work. Well, Chris was married, okay? He was married, but he was having an affair with this girl. And this guy caught him, recorded him on the phone, doing it in between the trailers. They were going at it between the trailers at the warehouse. And he just so happened to get his wife's number and send it to her. And she shows up at the warehouse in Livermore and made a big scene. And so being the fact that I quit and put it on him, and the whole get down with we were going on strike, we refused to take any loads, which wasn't the case. It just this person called in sick for the first time in 3 years, and that was the only problem. He wound up getting fired. And last I heard, I think he lost his house and everything. But in this case, honestly, I mean, I don't wish that on nobody. I really don't. But on his case, he did that to himself. He really did. Anybody call me anybody?
No.
No?
No.
They just don't listen to me bullshit?
Yep.
Yeah, so, that was the whole thing. So the last place I was working at, you know what? Morris Trucking out of Patterson. Which is crazy that I got that job, which happened to be perfect timing. My mother-in-law's maiden name was Mora. And man, beautiful lady. Best mother-in-law anybody can ask for. One thing she never did with me, she never judged me. She was just all around beautiful lady, all around. But it just so happened that the trucking company that I was working for was Mora Trucking in Patterson. And like I said, me and him became like brothers. And I was, we were talking. Well, the morning of my accident, my wife called him because she thought I was in a diesel. She had two sheriffs go to the door and told her, hey, is do you know Manuel Russ? She's like, yeah, that's my husband. They go, well, you need to get to the hospital ASAP because he was in a bad accident. She goes, what happened? Is he okay? They said, ma'am, we can't tell you anymore. So, anyways, she calls him. She goes, is Manuel okay? What happened? And he goes, what are you talking about? Because I always got to work an hour early, an hour early if I could stretch out, get my adrenaline going, get my blood flowing, inspect the trailer, the diesel, inspect the trailer, inspect the, all the air holes, everything. Clean, make sure my diesel was clean, my windows were clean, the back of my trailer was clean. And that was all on my time. But he goes, what are you talking about? And he goes, the sheriff just left my house. He was in an accident. He goes, shit, hold on. So he calls the warehouse, and the warehouse checked and said, my truck is still there. So she goes, no, his truck's still there. He never made it to work. Well, anyways, make a long story short, about a year later, he came over, he visited me, and my lady was making tamales. She was selling tamales for Christmas because, it was during the time. I was already home. As a matter of fact, I just came home from the hospital, and my daughters were going. The only event I've ever missed, my daughters were going to Vegas, and they wanted winning nationals. And it's not through cheer, it's a dance. And so he came, him and his wife, and she was telling us, and come to find out, I still talk to some of the guys at the warehouse. His company is different from the warehouse, but that was the main spot we pull out of. And which, I don't have a good pull-out game because, I got 9 kids. But anyways, they were telling me, yeah, your truck don't get moved. It's sitting out there with 2 flat tires on a flat tire, and it's hella dusty. So I was asking him about that. And his wife goes, yeah, you know how many drivers he's gone through? Because he tries to hold everybody to your standard. You set a high bar. And I told her, you know what, you got to get somebody in that truck. The longer that truck sits out there, you're not making money. Get that truck, get those tires rolling. This way you can make money too. You say, yeah, but it's not the same. You not being in that truck is not the same. He goes, and all these drivers, they don't realize to make money, you got to drive. You got to put in the work. And so I wanted to talk to him, and, he got somebody in there now. But it took him a while. He couldn't see nobody in that truck, in my diesel. Well, not my diesel, it was his diesel. But, it took him a long time to get somebody in there because he felt bad. And, but like his wife told him too, he's gone through so many. Last time I spoke with her and him, she was saying, he's gone through so many drivers because none of them stays at the bar level that she told her, you know what, not everybody's a worker like Manuel. Not everybody can work like Manuel. She said that, I set such a high bar for him as an employee. He expects everybody to be that way. But, unfortunately, not everybody's I don't want to say workhorse. I just like working. I just go to work, make sure I was there early, first one there, last one to leave. I remember there was sometimes we'd come in and work on one of the diesels, and I used to help him work on the diesels. And he goes, no, you can go home. I said, no, I got you. I got your back. It's all good. And I even came in sometime on my days off, but he would pay me. I told him, you don't have to pay me. I'm just helping you. None of these other drivers wants to help you, so I'm here to help you. But we became friends. He didn't treat me like an employee. He treated me like a friend. And, that's one thing I was always good at, to keep separated business and personal. But with him, he would jump in the diesel and drive right with me. There's certain loads that one driver would call in, so he had to go in and do the load with us. There's a double load, Well, anyways, we had a good core with each other, and to this day, I still talk to him. And not too long ago, he came. Man, I can't. He came through for for me, for us, fat. And yeah, yeah, I told him too. He ever got a thing that needs to be DJ'd, hey, let me pay him back. I'll DJ it, no charge. And yeah, he's just, he's all around good guy, all around good guy, all the way around. I wish the other dude, Chris, had half of what. See, I don't like saying my old boss. More like he became like a brother, a good friend. But as a work related, he was my boss. Regardless, he was my boss. He didn't look at it that way, but I always did. But off of work, he was my friend. But I was also one that always kept good communications. The other drivers wouldn't do that. The other drivers just didn't let them know where they're at all times. I get to a warehouse, I'll call them. Just got here. All right, they're done. I'm leaving. All right, just got here. I was always in communication with them, and he loved it. He loved it. So it was cool. He respected me as a worker. I respected him as my boss. As a matter of fact, there was one time I got overpaid. I kept track. I kept track of everything. And I remember I called him. I go, hey, I got good news. I got bad news. Oh, shit. He goes, well, shoot me the bad news first. Okay. Bad news is that you lost some money. Good news is that I got overpaid. At first, he didn't catch on to that. He goes, well, I lost money. He goes, well, anyways, what's the good news? I go, the good news is I got overpaid. I think it was like $300, something like that. And, we became so cool with each other. He goes, fuck it. You got overpaid. Keep it. Hey, fuck your boss. I go, well, that's the bad news too. He goes, what? You are my boss. And he starts busting up. He goes, oh, shit, man, I forgot about that. He started busting up. He goes, nah. He goes, honestly, he goes, keep it. He goes, keep it, brother. He goes, you deserve it. Take your family. I told him I can't. I have to pay it back. I have to give it back to you. He goes, nah. He goes, take your family out to the movies. Movies expensive now. You got a big family. Take your family out to the movies and out for dinner. On me. He goes, it's on me. It's the early birthday gift. So he wasn't going to take the money back. So I did just that. I took the kids out to the movies. We picked the movie. We went, ate Sonics. And you remember that? Yeah. So, it was cool. It was cool. So a couple of weeks go by and he underpaid me. So I called him back. I go, hey, check this out. I got good news, bad news. He goes, I overpaid you again? I go, no, you underpaid me this time. I go, he goes, oh, no, I got you. You're going to be there for a minute? I go, no, don't even trip. I'm not even tripping. You had me last time. And it was a gift from you to my family. And, but it wasn't as much. I think it was like $80, something like that. He goes, nah, I got you. So I go, nah, just like you told me, hey, early happy birthday. And he goes, motherfucker. I go, so anyways, I went home. I came back the next day. I was doing my pre-trip. I was cleaning, make sure everything's clean, cleaned out the trailer. I had 2 tires that were low. I had a long air hose where I could air it up from my airlines. And I jump in, right? And I was checking the inside, checking all the air pressures and all that. And guess what was in my ashtray? $80. I called him back. I go, hey, there's $80 in my ashtray. Did you put it there? Click. Motherfucker kept hanging up on me every time I mentioned it. But yeah, he was on it. That's one thing. If he overpaid me, he wasn't tripping. If he underpaid me, he had to make sure he paid me back.
So he figured out some way.
Yeah, so he figured out a way to make sure that I was happy. And it wasn't even, it wasn't even like that. It was, respect, honestly. I don't want to put this the wrong way because I'm not good with my words, but, when somebody goes out of the way to help you, I got to go out of my way to help him. It's the respect level, and you got to, never burn your bridges. And that was one thing that was cool about us is we never did that to each other. And there were sometimes to this day when I talked to him, he goes, I'm not gonna lie, there's sometimes that I felt bad. He goes, I didn't want to ask you because I knew you would do it. Somebody called in, somebody had to go home early. He goes, I need somebody to pick up the shift. He goes, I already knew he would ask other drivers first, and everybody refused it. He goes, fuck, man, I'm gonna have to ask Manuel. Man. He goes, and he didn't want to ask me. He goes, but sometimes he would call me like, I was wondering if you could take this load over. Yeah, I'll do it. There's never a second question, never a second nothing. But there was sometimes he wouldn't ask me, he would just take it. And it was cool. It was a cool spot. I missed that place. Yeah. Any comments, Ben?
No.
Nobody comment yet?
Same comments.
Same comments?
There were trolls on earlier, so I removed them.
Oh, there was trolls. What are the trolls about? All right. So speaking of trolls, so I haven't been on YouTube much besides when I get on live. The reason why I haven't been on YouTube is that, like I said, my wife and two of my girls are working graveyard, and they're doing 12-hour shifts right now. So when they get home, my phone, like I said, on my phone, I don't get to pick what I watch on YouTube. It picks it for me. Matter of fact, I have it on low.
Home screen 720.
Yeah, I have it on low. Usually it's higher.
All apps, YouTube.
So I don't get to pick what I watch on YouTube. See, watch.
I'm being stupid.
My phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thursday live.
So there, Thursday live. I don't know. Somebody's live right now. I have no clue who it is. It doesn't tell me. So
Press back again. Home screen 7:25 p.m.
So they get in. Usually I send out morning jokes. I haven't been able to do that neither. But they'll get on, and now so they come home. So I have to be extra quiet in the morning. My other kids are at school. They're sleeping. So I haven't been on. And when I do get a chance to get on, I got nobody to comment for me. Except for like right now, when I do got somebody comment for me, I come on here. I go on live. But they got Saturday. As a matter of fact, today's Thursday, huh?
Yep.
So tomorrow, so today is their Tuesday, and me and my wife's working two jobs. Like for example, she got home this morning, went straight to bed. Well, got home, she didn't go straight to bed. She took the kids to school, and then came back, showered, got everything ready, crashed out, woke up, went to her other job that, by the way, treats her like shit, and got off of there, went picked up my daughter. She almost didn't have a ride, but luckily, because she's using a car that's half broken down. And from there, came, dropped her off, got ready, went right back to this job. And tomorrow's the same routine. But luckily tomorrow, my kids is off school because it's a holiday tomorrow.
Finally.
And so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. They're off tomorrow. Maybe we should get a little bit of rest in. But yeah, it's just and hopefully tomorrow, honestly, what I want to do on a day off is just pull up on that supervisor there at the car dealership, because now all of a sudden he's avoiding me or us. So so what's up, everyone? What should I play oldies tomorrow night, or should I play oldies Saturday and play some Zapp and Roger tomorrow or Saturday? Because I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this next couple weeks. Give YouTube some time to get off my back, because last weekend they deleted 2 of my lives and I got flagged Sunday for the oldies. But I was playing like the mainstream oldies, famous oldies. But I want to play folders that I played in the past that I didn't get flagged for at all, for none of the songs. Just till YouTube. Like last time I got a strike. I was on a 90-day probation period, but after that, they didn't mess with me. They didn't mess with me almost at all. I would get flagged for one song here and there, but they didn't mute it out. They didn't black out the screen like they did to me last weekend. So I think that's what I want to do. I want to play some songs that I've never been flagged for and get them off my back a little bit. Then I'll switch it up again. Or I could play, like I was saying earlier, I never got requests to play like soft rock, heavy metal stuff. I don't play. Play heavy metal stuff. I know some people like it. Luckily, I never had to do heavy metal at a party or nothing like that. I mean, if I had to, I would. But or some country. I did. I played country quite a few times, and I was thinking maybe even playing some country. Switch it up. But I only had one person request for me to play country on my live. And that one person doesn't even listen to my YouTube. He said, "Yeah, just play it and then send it to me." I was like, well, if you're not gonna get on and listen, I will when I go to bed. And so you guys get on, bullshit, listen, then I'll play it. But if it's just one person asking for country and nobody else does, then I'd rather keep everybody else happy. I want to keep everybody happy. Get on, listen to my music. Like the night I did Freddie Fender, that was requested by several people, and I played it. What music did I play the other day that was also requested? Yeah, it was some certain oldies that I played, but they were requested by several people. Yeah, so from here on out, for the next month, I'm gonna play songs that I played in the past that I've never been flagged for. I'm gonna do certain mixes. Tomorrow night, if I play Zapp and Roger, I only play, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different Zapp and Roger songs. And luckily I haven't been flagged for them. But so if I play them and they mute out the song or black out the screen, I'm gonna change it on the spot. I'm not gonna play them. But being that I have played 5 of their songs, I didn't get flagged for none of them. I'm gonna give it a chance. Maybe tomorrow night or Saturday, whatever you guys suggest. And then the next night I'll play oldies. Now, as I was saying, I got lost because my mind goes like 100 miles an hour. So this photo that I'm gonna play tomorrow or Saturday is a photo that I played in the past. I played it twice because I got requested from other people. Hey, play those songs again. I want to hear those songs. It's a photo that I never even got close to finishing. Just started. It takes my kids. My kids are the ones that got to do it because obviously I'm completely blind, so my kids got to do it for me. But to find the songs, they have to go through. Like I said, I got over 30,000 oldies. I only got like 3,000 oldies up. I would say uploaded to my USBs right now, but that's only like maybe 2-3% of all my oldies. So to find all the part 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, 5s, there's some oldies that got like 6 parts to those songs. It's a lot of work, a lot of uploading. Me personally, I said, let's do it. I'll get all the more oldies uploaded to my USBs. But like I said, right now I only got like 3,000 song oldies uploaded, and that's not much. That's not much at all. But for this particular folder, matter of fact, let me scan through some of those right now. Yeah, so this one right here, I put them together. And there's old schools too, they got different parts to them. And but I had to throw Johnny Ching out. Matter of fact, I played it the other day, and I remember Paula was on. She was laughing. She's like, "What?" I don't know if she ever heard those songs. And a couple other people was on, and they're like, "Get it, Johnny." So let me scan through some of the songs that I was asked to play. This is You Beat Me to the Punch by Mary Wells. And then you got
that day, oh yeah, when you
threw a lucky punch by Gene Chandler. And then you can switch it. Now this song right here, these songs right here, there's 4 songs of these. There's 4 songs. The part 2 is a song that I gotta have my kids go through my music and find it and upload it to the USB in order. The other 3 I have on here. I have part 1 on here, I have part 3 on here, and I have part 4 on here. The part 2 is the one that I don't have. I have the song, but to find it in all my music, it's be hard to find. Before my accident, I had all my music so organized. I used to know right where it was at. But with all the moving, then we were homeless for a while, and everything got put in storage, and now I have no clue where to even find it at. But anyways, watch, I scan through the 3 that I got.
something on your mind.
And this is where part 2 will come through. The gross part, I would say revising. Coming back towards him, and then he comes back with this one. That's actually part 4, but it's part 3.
It's so hard to be in love with someone. It's so hard to be in love,
This is part 4 where she comes back again. So I'm missing part 2. I have it, but not on my USB yet. And to have my kids find it, they got so much music to go through to find it. But I want to find it, and I want to finish this folder. But like I said, this folder alone would take a whole USB just to finish all the songs that I want to put on here, the part 1s and 2s.
You're so lucky I did not die.
And then these ones. And this one right here, I want to say there's like 3. It's a 3 or 4 part series, I guess you can say, songs to this one. But this is the first one. Barbara. And then here's part 2. This is Barbara calling Shirley back. Yeah, it's a 5 part. This is 5 parts. And then, matter of fact, I have 4 of them. This is part 3. And then it's part 4. Sick. This is just damn just sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is 1, 2, 3. This is a 4 parts series to this. And a lot of people didn't know about the Shy Lights. No More Daddy's Little Girl is actually a runoff to these songs. And a lot of people didn't know that. The reason why I know this, because I have, if you look up the history, I don't know if Google has the full histories on these, but a lot of these songs I do know the histories of. And that's because, like I said, I got into oldies when I was like 7, 8 years old. This older cat got me into oldies. And he gave me all his music when, he had to go on vacation, the rest of his life. So he gave me all his music. But he used to run me down the histories of all these songs back then.
1,000 miles away.
Then check my phone because I got a couple texts. Nobody messaged you, babe? Nobody's messaging.
No, not yet. I told that bitch.
Hey, no. Go ahead, jump in the shower. I don't think we'll play music tonight. I'm just bullshitting.
Probably.
Ready so like a few hours. You will get
Hey, you guys. So I was telling my sister I was getting on, right? And she said she was getting ready to jump in the shower. So this is me talking shit to my sister. Check it out.
a few hours. You will then move slow with a hunchback with dyed hair to cover your graceful mayo to day 6.
Yeah, I'm always talking shit to her.
Home screen 7:39
But-
p.m. Thursday.
I can't with you.
Hey, so nobody's coming to play oldies or Zapp and Roger tomorrow?
No.
Yeah, so let me know what you guys think I should play some oldies tomorrow or Zapp and Roger tomorrow. And then Saturday I'll play the oldies or Zapp and Roger. But I might just start it off with I might just do a 3-day another 3-day playing music. Play yeah, you know what, matter of fact, I might just do that. So tomorrow I'll play oldies Sunday. Sunday night around 6 o'clock, I'll play oldies. Tomorrow I'll come on and play some Zapp and Roger around 6 o'clock. And then Saturday I'll play I want to say old school, yeah, either like a 80s, 90s, early 2000 hip hop rap. A lot of those folders I've never been flagged for it, so I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play it safe. This next month, I'm gonna play it safe with my songs. So, and then it gives me time because I want to upload the song from Tower of Power and give you a little history of that song. And you know what song I never got flagged for? Or you know what? I don't know if I got flagged for those songs. Is excuse me. Yeah, I'll find out. So for Father's Day, I play the songs, you know, all this stuff that's going on with this integration stuff. I had dedicated these songs through the escorts. So what I did was I played the original beginnings to the escorts, the very first album. And I think it's like 7 songs. But the very first album, speaking of that, I gotta upload this onto my USBs. I play the original intros where, you know, they're talking about they were locked up, and so I play the original intros. For example, look over my shoulder. Look over your look over your shoulder. A lot of people never heard the original intro to that song, but he talks about when he comes in and he found this group. And if you look up the history, Google the history of the escorts, and it gives you history of the escorts. Now I got the original album, and that's how I learned it, because it talks about it on the. I'm pretty sure there's more updates on it now, but from the very first album, when they made it out of prison, they were the first group to ever make a song album out of prison. So it wasn't what's his name? Sacramento, I forgot. X-rated. It wasn't X-rated. A lot of people thought it was X-rated, but it wasn't X-rated. It wasn't, you know, a lot of these rappers that are out here now. The very first group that made an album out of prison. And here's the bad things: they never got paid. They didn't get a penny out of it until I think the head singer wound up getting out and made more music. And but the first album, they never got a penny of it because the state took it, and they say they put it back into the prison. On the album itself, obviously when I was able to read on the album itself, you know, it talks about it on the actual album that the escorts never got a penny out of that album because it went to the state. It went to wherever they were locked up. I forgot where it was at. And so they took all the money for themselves. They put, huh?
Rahway State Prison.
Where? Where?
It says Rahway State Prison.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. But the warden claimed all that money. The warden, and as well as the even the, I want to say the producer, the one that found him. You know, I guess he had to bug them for a while to let them record. But the warden took it and supposedly put it back into the prison. Who knows how that worked out? It might have pocketed some. Who knows? And the producers to produce it, they got the rest of the money. They took their percentage out of it.
The publishers.
Yeah, well, whoever. But the percentage that was supposed to go to the escorts, they didn't see a penny of it. It went to the prison itself. So maybe you know what? I'll play those again too. But this Sunday, I'm gonna play this folder right here that I was playing. But there's 2 songs that.
You know what, Father?
Did I scare you again?
No.
No. Yeah. So let me know, whoever's listening. Let me know what's up.
That's what I said.
I'm gonna play these tomorrow night around 6. And then Saturday I want to do you know what? Let me see. Saturday I want to do. Oh, you know what's on this? Watch, let me see. Yeah, see my failure's going out on me. Then I got an event I got asked to do on December 3rd. So speaking of, hey Gabriel, did you find out when the parade is? I'll find out. I'll find out. Who's all on right now? Anybody? Five. Nobody's commenting?
Timo just commented, said, "What's up, my bro?"
What's up, Timo? You ready for the Cowboys Green Bay game?
He said he doesn't know.
I'll find out. I'll hit him up tonight.
I'm talking about Gabriel.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'll find out tonight. I'll find out. Hey, Timo. Yeah. So last weekend, Timo, I don't know how long you've been on for. I got flagged for hella songs, and they started muting out the screen, and they started muting out the songs and blacking out the screen.
I'll be right back.
All right. So and they deleted Friday's mix, Saturday's mix, and then Sunday, I was playing all the mainstream oldies, and they started right at my hour and a half, they started muting out the songs. So I'm gonna play songs that I played in the past that I've never been flagged for, just to play it safe for about a month, and then from there, I'll start playing their shit again. But what do you think, Timo? As soon as Raina gets back tomorrow night, should I play like some 80s, 90s, early 2000s hip hop rap, or should I play some Zapp and Roger tomorrow? Zapp and Roger, I'm Larry, because there's 5 Zapp and Roger songs that I played, but I put them in a mix. But I played them, and I didn't get flagged for those. Or should I play Zapp and Roger Saturday and play the 80s, 90s, early 2000s hip hop rap mix tomorrow? What do you say?
Timo said YouTube has been tripping.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, Timo. So, Ben A. Said that I should open up a Twitch on the. He said I could do it on the laptop, but he said they don't trip off Twitch. And I had somebody else tell me too that there's how DJs on Twitch, and they don't get flagged or nothing like that. Because, oops,
Did you scare yourself?
no, it's louder than what I expected.
So you scared yourself.
No,
I saw it.
no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna stop on this song. Timo put man, I went to freestyle. He said Sanho style, and then he commented again saying freestyle mom.
Freestyle them. Oh, you know what? The freestyles. I know there's some of those songs I got flagged for playing. Like I said, I want to play. So the next month, I want to keep it safe and play songs that I know how to get flagged for. But the freestyle, man, I love freestyle too. Let me see.
Timo put, hey Mr. DJ, how are you doing? How's your life doing? LOL.
My what?
He put hey Mr. Oh, it's not Mr. It's Mrs. DJ.
She's working right now. She's working. She had to take on a third job. Bills, but she had to take on a third job, so she's working graveyard right now at Amazon, and she's off Sunday, Monday. So I'll see if she gets on with me on Sunday night. She's gonna be awake anyway, so why not have her get on with me right after Odie's, after I play some Odie's.
You know what?
Yeah, so check it out. I just had to do that real fast. But yeah, I was on earlier and I was telling everybody, I don't know how long you've been on for, Timo, but I was telling everybody that about what's going on with the car.
Oh man, YouTube is filled with music that sucks.
Yeah, I know YouTube, man. I don't know what's up with YouTube. They've been for a long time they really didn't trip off me, but I thought I was doing everything right, stopping middle songs, saying I don't want no copyrights, putting that in the description. But that was after they gave me the strike. They didn't mess with me for a long time, but this last weekend they started hitting me hard all of a sudden. So I say within this next month, I want to play it safe and just play songs that I know I've never been flagged for. Get them off my back again, and then from there, take it from there. But I do want to play some, like I said, I play like 5 songs from Zapp and Roger that I never got flagged for. So I want to try playing Zapp and Roger either tomorrow night or Saturday night. And then tomorrow or Saturday, play the 80s, 90s, early 2000s hip-hop mix. What do you think, Timo? Should I play Zapp and Roger tomorrow or Saturday?
You know, I'm turning off the song.
That's a jam right there. You know what two songs I want to put on this folder?
No.
Is the other one from Zap and Roger. Well, you got Zap and you got Roger. Then when they were separated, but I'm trying to remember that name of that one song. You got Superman. And you got the other one that's on the folder.
Timo put.
Huh?
Why are you gonna play music on me when I was trying to read your comment? Wow. Timo put the hard to find soldies. I think will get copyrighted. They all did.
Now the hard to find soldies. I've never been copyrighted for none of those. When I played them, I've never been copyrighted for those.
That's what he said. He said, I think.
Oh.
I think won't get copyrighted.
Yeah, those I've never been copyrighted for. And I was thinking of playing this folder, which I haven't even begun to start. I mean, I started it, but that's it. But let me see. Yeah, I haven't. This folder right here, I've never been copyrighted. This is the folder that I started, where I want to put like the oldies that has sequels and different parts to them. I didn't get no copy flag for none of these oldies neither. So I was thinking of playing this one Sunday. And then I'm thinking also playing like the Escorts, their first album. And then also playing the live one. I didn't get copyright for none of the live ones. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, like the hard to find oldies, rare oldies, and underground oldies, and all those I've never been flagged for when I played them. Let me see. You there?
Yep.
To the beat, y'all.
Timo put DJ See No Evil. Check out Krusty Late Night, bro. We jamming out to everything, brother.
Where?
Krusty Late Night. He commented again. Krusty 13, I think. His site is called homie. Is Mass Firm Brother or no 4 older heads like us chilling. And then he commented again, yeah, I love them soldies. And then he just commented right now, hey, did you pick up a wide receiver, brother? I know they were looking for one.
Yeah, you know what? I know we were looking for one, but they're money wise, we're limited. That's the hard part. Honestly, I think they should look in on getting right now. I'm pretty sure they can get them for a good price. Picking up what's his name? The one that got hurt last year in the Super Bowl. Used to play for the Giants. He went with the Rams. I forgot his name. Odell Beckham. I think they could probably pick him up for a good price because nobody's picked him up that I know of, anyways. Yeah, I want to add more Zapp and Rogers songs to that folder. All right, you know what? I could play some funk tomorrow. Tomorrow. Last time I played funk, I played all the last time I played all the underground and rare funks. I didn't get flagged for none of those. Yeah, my kids are getting mad because they say I play all the good songs and I turn it off.
Yeah. You did. Just start dancing to the song and start singing along. But no, you have to pause it and switch it to another song.
I think what we'll do, Timo, I'm gonna go live tomorrow and play some Zapp and Roger. Some of the songs that I've never played, but so I don't know if I get flagged for them.
Timo put.
But I'm gonna take the chance.
Timo put. I'm thinking major record labels, and then he commented again, saying Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin. I'm sorry, leave me alone, fella. Is highly blocked everywhere. I noticed.
Led Zeppelin is? Well, yeah, I don't know. I know, like when I played the East Side Stories, I didn't get I haven't got flagged for playing any of those songs. But in the same time, when I go over the hour and a half, I do. Like this last Sunday, I didn't get flagged for none of the songs until I went over the hour and a half. That's when I started getting flagged. But in the same time, East Side Stories is touchy because copyrights, when they first East Side Productions, I want to say it was East Side Production, they first sold out the original ones. That's what a lot of people don't realize, that the ones where, you know, the white, red, and green with the stripes, where they got the old cars and the hoods, pictures of the hoods, when they started selling the cassettes and all that, those ain't the original East Side Stories. The original East Side Stories were, matter of fact, I want you guys to find them, or at least find one of them, if I can show, when I go live, I can show the way the original East Side Stories. But they only sold the original East Side Stories for like 6 months. Then they shut it down. And then the East Side Stories that everybody knows now, when they bought them out, they had to take out a song from each volume, replace it with another song, and they had to scramble up the orders for copyright reasons.
Timo commented, "You listen to Rock and Roll Any." I think he meant to put listen to any rock and roll.
Yeah, any rock and roll. Yeah, I do. I just haven't got requested to play any of those. Like I was saying, I've listened to some classic rock, but they were only requested like at certain parties. Certain parties requested country, but like on here on YouTube, I haven't played any because I haven't got any requests for them. I got requests for country, but it was only one request through one person, and that person don't even listen to my YouTube, but they request for me to play country. But honestly, I want to keep all my YouTube family, my YouTubers. I want to keep all you guys happy. But I know, like I said, this next month I want to play it safe and play only songs that I know I've never been flagged for. Since YouTube went down hard on me last weekend. What?
What?
No, you were laughing. I thought somebody put something.
What?
Somebody put something?
No.
Oh, well, you were laughing. That's why I was asking.
That's why.
Huh?
I said you sent me 60.
Oh.
I logged back into the YouTube thing with you. Oh, I guess it's called okay. And Timo put DJ keep the East Side stories on the East Side and Peru saludes here.
Puro salud.
See,
Saludos.
you knew what I was talking about. See, you know my language.
Yeah, the East Side Stories. So when they first came out, I don't know, the history of all that, but when they first came out, they wanted to make a East Side Stories, a West Side Stories, a North Side Stories, and a South Side Stories. But when they first opened, they got the East Side Stories. They made 12 volumes, 12 songs per volume. And then when they went to go start making the West Side Stories, they couldn't make it because the West Side Stories would be next. They couldn't finish them. Well, they actually finished them, but they were going through, I guess, arrange. They were trying to get arrangements to name it West Side Stories. But the West Side Story, the movie West Side Stories, the jazz, they didn't let them. And they couldn't come to any agreements or nothing like that. They tried paying out the money. They tried everything they could to finish that. But because West Side Stories, the people that made West Side Stories, they want nothing to do with it. They want to, they just flat out told them no, no agreements, no nothing. So that's why I'm trying to remember the original names to them. But that's why they sold them out. That's why they sold East Side Stories. But originally they wanted to do East Side Stories, West Side Stories, North Side Stories, South Side Story. Which honestly, I think that would have been sick. And I like jazz too. I like jazz. I like all music. Just my favorite music is oldies. Oldies, and then old school, and then freestyle.
Yeah.
And a lot of people confuse freestyle and high energy. There is a difference, but I like freestyle better.
Timo put, yeah, go Twitch or that online thing, but can you get paid for your mixes?
On YouTube, I don't think YouTube does that. I don't know how YouTube works, but like on Twitch, I barely heard about Twitch through Ben A, and then somebody else was telling me about Twitch too. And then I know, like when I make a mix or something like that, I put it on. I know I can sell it like on the side, but like as far as online, I have no clue. I have no clue how that works out.
Timo put, I listened to them too many times. Two sabes.
Yeah.
All about linking the hard to finds, and then he just commented right now, man, I'm lost online as well, brother.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. And yeah, East Side Stories, honestly, they got, I don't want to say they got played out because they're still tight. They're still sick ass jams. But that's all 90, I should say 90%. A good 75% of the people, that's all they know is the East Side Story songs. East Side Stories and Motown, or most Motown anyways, like Marvin Gaye, Brentwood, Smokey, Mary Wells. But they just know all the mainstream oldies. And then you got oldies. You know, you got oldies that came from like you got Bay Area oldies. You got Texas oldies. You got all kinds of different oldies. You just gotta separate the songs and know who sing them. That's how you hear a lot of. Oh yeah, you got Bay Area oldies. Yeah, I got them. You just gotta know where the artists came from to be able to identify the difference.
Well, never mind. I was gonna say something wrong.
Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's what. Oh, you know what? Hold on.
It just
Yeah, that like I was saying earlier too, I got over a good 30 something thousand oldies, but on my USBs, I only got maybe like 3,000 oldies on my USBs, so I haven't even got 2-3% of my oldies uploaded on my USBs yet. But I was messing, yeah. Huh? I can't hear you. But I was messing with a couple of these gems.
Hey, just because you wish you wear sunglasses don't mean you're blind, is it?
So what I did, I recorded a bunch of spots from Blood and Blood Out, a couple other movies too that I want to mess with and add them in certain parts of the songs. Like when I made my Halloween CD, I recorded at the time I did old school. I got a heavy ass chain. Now slamming it on the floor. I recorded my neighbor's cat. I recorded our dogs barking. My kids were little at the time. I had them singing "Ring Around the Rosie," and then I played it backwards. There was a song from LL Cool J that I slowed it down. You can't even tell it's a song. And then
What's happening? How are you? Hola, pretty.
See, so
are you black?
I recorded a bunch of spots.
20 times.
So with that said, check it out.
Hey, just because you wear sunglasses.
See up there? A fantasy, man. A dream. Three vatos looking for something that wasn't there. No.
We stood by each other. Wasn't it?
Orale, that's worth believing in. Shit, we were familia, Holmes.
Never again, Crucito. People and I are finished, man. Damn, man. I hate that fucking shit.
I never got to finish a lot of these, but these ones right here were whatever it's called.
We got familia.
Yeah. Go ahead.
My brother-in-law that has thousands of saludes. I don't know how that. Brother is one of them diehards. And then he commented again, check out my brother-in-law. He can't keep the North and Down cycle. Jiffy, I think he goes by, and then he commented again. He plays the background music so you can't keep a good man down. Check it out. And then he commented again. It's like we finally saw homie plays a lot, but homie's got skills.
Screenshot those for me. This way I know exactly, or I can have you look it up for me later. And then,
I'll screenshot it and then edit.
Yeah. too much to go to right now. I'm trying to find it. Yeah. So what I did, I went and got a bunch of instrumentals to oldies. I want to redo a lot of them. Both the oldies, the beat changes up like by like 2, 1, 2, 3 units, so they're hard to keep track of the beat. So I got to just slip certain parts here. But the new board, it has a synchronizer button on it. So I hit the synchronizer button, it'll stay on track all the way through. So it'll be a lot easier to remix songs. A lot of these boards got the synchronizer buttons, or it does everything for you. And it's crazy because a lot of these new DJs, they get the program where it does everything for you, and all they do is sit behind their board and act like they're busy. You know, changes the only thing they have to worry about is like the echoes and the I'm not on that board to show you what it does, but the echoes and the sounds, the bass, the treble, the gain, and all that. So
how you can play 4 songs at the same time?
yeah, that's the new board. The new board I can play 4 songs. Plus I got all the loops and everything, so I can literally play have 10 things going out all at the same time.
You probably heard it a lot of people. Probably heard it a lot of people were playing it years back.
Yeah, I want to check. I want to check it out. And then. You know what? I wonder if I'll get flagged for playing any Rick James. I got all Rick James songs, even the songs he did with the Temptations, all the songs he did, with other people.
Timo put oral, homie, gotta go grocery shopping, homie, gotta eat with the left face emoji, and then he commented again, check you out tomorrow on looks.
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, Timo, around 6 o'clock. I'm debating playing some, Rick James might, playing some Zappin' Roger or playing some straight 80s, 90s, early 2000s hip hop rap, the ones I've never been flagged for. And for the next month, anyways, I want to play songs that I know for a fact I've never been flagged for, that I played before in the past. But yeah, I'm about ready to call it a night too and go through some of this music. Dad, my daughter's phone's at 7%, and I'm using her charger for the computer. If you guys can hear her whispering. But all right, everyone, I was debating playing music tonight. I got stuck just bullshitting. And I kind of a little bit, sort of. But
turning off a good song.
Like this one. You know what? That's one song before I call it a night. That's one song about Rick James that I won't play. She was only 16, or she was only 17. She was only 17. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I don't dig that song. I'm not into that weird shit. But all right, everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. I'll be back on tomorrow around 6 o'clock. I'm debating what music I should play. It's either gonna be maybe some Rick James. Now that I heard Rick James, I might play Rick James jams or Zapp and Roger or songs I know for a fact I've never been flagged for. And do a mix tomorrow. And then Saturday, same thing. I'll be on 6 o'clock. Sunday, I'll be on playing oldies Sunday around 6 o'clock. So, all right, everyone. I hope you guys have a good night. Have a blessed weekend. Remember to tell your loved ones you love your house because you're not guaranteed to make it back. Be blessed and stay blessed. I'm out.